One Breath, which gets its title from the part of a soliloquy delivered to Agent Scully when she's in a coma by her father, dressed in military uniform. I think it's one of the most popular episodes of the show, and it really is. It's not an X-File per se. It's really an exploration of Mulder's caring for Scully. The episode begins in a way that I had never imagined an X-Files episode beginning, which was a kind of dreamy reminiscence by Scully's mother about Scully's childhood and about realizing that things die and about the sadness and sorrow that comes with death. And it sets up the episode in a frightening way because they're looking at Agent Scully's headstone. They're prepared for her to die as well. It's a very soft but beautiful opening for the show, something we hadn't done before. That image of Agent Scully in that boat in the lake is one of those classic images that I think it is so symbolic of being tethered to something very tenuously, and the chance that you could be cut adrift, that you could slip into the unknown, that you could slip into the abyss. So it was not just a beautiful image, but also a very symbolic one, I think. The effects in this show were minimal but memorable. The scene where Scully is in her bed going from the forest to the hospital room, or the hospital room to the forest, is a blue screen shot, but it was actually going to be very complex and ended up being very easy in the end. It's I think it is done as a very sophisticated dissolve from one location to another, but that's the wizardry of Matt Beck, who was a special effects supervisor, and it worked beautifully. It was evocative of the dreamlike quality of the whole show.
If you're having trouble sitting on Mulder, Assistant Director Skinner, I'm sure you know we'd have no trouble.
The character of Skinner and his interaction with the cigarette-smoking man, I think, points up the politics of the show and the way the mythology is setting up, with Skinner as both an antagonistic and an institutional figure. He's got to function as an FBI agent and as Mulder and Scully's allies, and so his relationship, his sparring with the cigarette-smoking man and not allowing him to smoke in his office, speaks to his alliances and allegiances with Agent Scully and his hatred of this man that he cannot vanquish, that he cannot get rid of, that he has to tolerate, and this is his defiance of that.